Welcome back to TSC Connect. I'm Physio Andrea, and this is an intermediate level workout that uses dumbbells to help strengthen your lower body. It's been specifically designed for people who have scoliosis, Scheuermann's kyphosis, or other spinal conditions. You might want to have 2 sets of weights with you, like a lighter one, like 5 pounds each, and then perhaps a heavier set of 10-pound ones, and you can switch weights for the various exercises as you feel appropriate. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Otherwise, enjoy your lower body dumbbell workout. Let's warm up our whole body, especially our lower body, before we introduce the dumbbells with a lunge and squat and lunge complex. So start with your feet really wide, turn your body to one side, and we're moving into a lunge. Reaching your arms out in front of you, lower that back knee down towards the floor without arching your body. Stay really nice and long. From here, push up, open and swivel your whole body to face forward again and your arms out, going into a squat in this position, making sure your knees go as wide as your feet are. And then we're swiveling again to do a lunge on this side, okay? So we're squat to lunge, squat to lunge, okay? So we're doing this for 30 seconds just to get our body moving. Ready, set, go. Okay, warming up our ankles and our calves. We're going into a calf raise with arm sweeps out towards the side. So push up, bringing your whole body weight forward, and so that your weight is between your first and second toe. Sweep your arms out to the side this time, and then slowly lower down. I love this movement because it really warms up your toes and your ankles and your calves, which we'll need for all of our other exercises. Do this for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, so this time we're going to continue with calf raises, but we're also going to engage the external rotators of the hips as well as the glutes. So this time we're bringing our feet into what's called first position in ballet, or bringing your toes out towards the sides and your heels closer together. You can keep your hands on your hips for this one. Think about lengthening through your spine. We're repeating a calf raise, pushing your weight through your first and second toe to make sure that your ankles don't swivel out towards the side, keeping them nice and strong in alignment. So we're raising onto our toes, trying to push between the first and second toe, and it's tricky, and then slowly lower down to push your heels into the floor, okay? Do this slowly for 30 seconds. Your knees and your feet, you should think about trying to turn them out a little bit, and you'll feel it in your glutes. Ready, set, go. We're doing one more warm-up movement that involves the calves, but but we're trying to get to the soleus muscle, which is deeper calf muscles. And so in order to do that, we're going into a squat position, and you can support your body weight by placing your hands on your thighs, okay? So bend your elbows a little bit. From here, stay in the squat position. We're raising up onto your toes, pushing again through your first and second toe, and then lowering back down. So we're keeping the knees bent as we're doing a calf raise, okay? It's also really challenging to stay balanced in this position and to keep your spine nice and lengthened. Make sure you don't fall into this collapsed position. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, spine nice and long, hips sitting back, and you're raising onto your toes, keeping your knees bent for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, now we're getting you should start feeling warmed up, and so we're gonna get moving into a bit of faster movements. Now we're doing forward kicks with steps. So as you lift one leg, make sure that your supporting leg stays really strong too, and that you don't collapse down into your hip. So keep yourself reaching towards the ceiling. And then as you lift your knee up, first bend your knee and then kick it forward, kick your leg forward, and then bend it and put it back down. And so we're alternating sides for 30 seconds, but doing a really controlled kick. Try not to just move through the motions, because then you can see that my body is also not controlled. So staying really tall, engaging your core, knee, kick, knee, stand, knee, kick, knee, stand. Doing this for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, warming up our posterior chain, so our glutes and our hamstrings. Hands on your hips, we're doing hip hinges. So it's like a deadlift movement, except we're not holding any weights. So reach your sit bones back, but keep your knees fairly straight. Keep a gentle bend in them, but we're not doing squats, we're doing hip hinges to stand. Lower down as far as you can until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Push through your heels to stand back up. We're repeating this movement for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, so now we're gonna use our dumbbells. We're returning to that first movement of a lunge, wide squat and lunge, except this time you can hold a dumbbell up close towards your chest. The weight of the dumbbell is up to you. I'm using a 5-pound one, but if you'd like more of a challenge, feel free to hold a heavier weight, okay? So keeping the weight close to your chest, find a wide stance. You're turning to one side to do a lunge, and then swiveling to center to do a wide squat, and then swiveling to the other side to do another lunge, and then back towards center to squat again. Okay, we're repeating this for 30 seconds, keeping the weight close to your chest. Stay really tall through your spine. Ready, set, go. Okay, so we're going back to calf raises. This time, pick up your second dumbbell and then find a standing position. Okay, with your arms at your sides, we're shifting your weight forward again into a calf raise. This time, as you raise, you're lifting your arms out towards the side just to 45 degrees and then slowly controlling your arms to come back towards your start position. So it looks like this as you raise, arms out to the side, and then slowly return. See if you can keep your shoulders engaged the whole time, so don't let the dumbbells touch your arms or your sides, because then you kind of end up in the swinging motion and they're bouncing off of your thighs. So just see if you can raise and lift and then come back down, but keep a little bit of space in between the dumbbell and your thigh. So we're doing calf raises with a deltoid arm raise for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, we're going back to our calf raises in that first or turned out position. This time you're going to hold the dumbbells just in front of you static. You can keep them against your chest, but essentially they're there just to add a little bit more weight as you do your calf raises. So hold the weights against your chest, toes facing out, knees facing out, raise up onto your toes, pushing through the first and second toe, and then lower back down to bring your heels together. We're doing this movement really gentle and controlled, trying to control the alignment of your ankles as you go up and down for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, we're doing calf raises for the deeper calf muscle. Finding a squat position. This time you can hold the dumbbells and just rest them on your thighs. And you can even make fists with your hands if you need to support your upper body. Again, we're staying in a squat position as we raise up onto our toes so that we work the deeper calf muscle. We're doing this for 30 seconds, trying to keep your spine really long and your shoulders back and down. Ready, set, go. Okay, we're moving into our kicks again. You can place one dumbbell on the floor beside you because we're not going to use it right now. Hold onto one dumbbell with both hands and keep it at your chest height. So what you'll do is as you raise your knee, your dumbbell goes towards your chest height. And then as you kick your leg, you're also going to extend your arms as well and then bring back to center and then lower back down. Alternate sides so that your arms are matching the movement of your legs, just to get a little bit of upper body in there, but you're still working your hip flexors and your quads throughout this movement. Do this for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, you can pick up your second dumbbell again. We're moving into deadlifts, holding both dumbbells. If you'd like to hold on to heavier dumbbells, if you want to challenge your posterior chain, that's also fine too. Again, I'm just using 2 5-pound weights. So with your arms down in front of you, shoulders down and back, keep your weight in your heels. Send your sit bones back with a gentle bend in your knees, and basically let your arms lower down towards the floor without letting the weights pull your shoulders into this rounded position. So keep your shoulders in the socket the whole time. Push through your heels to stand back up, and we're repeating this deadlift movement for 30 seconds. Stay really tall through your spine. Ready, set, go. We're transitioning to the floor for our series of next 2 exercises. So you can make your way down into 4-point. Place 1 dumbbell off to the side because you don't need it right now. This is a bit of an odd movement, so try it. If it doesn't work for you, you don't need to use the weight. But see if you can take 1 dumbbell and place it behind 1 knee, and you're gonna try and squeeze and balance it there. So it might take a little bit of adjustment. Find a 4-point position where your shoulders are over your hands and your hips are over your knees, and really push the floor away from you to engage your shoulders. From here, we're doing donkey kicks. So try and squeeze that weight behind your knee to secure it. And then from here, you're just lifting that knee behind you and then slowly lowering back down. The weight is an added challenge for your glute muscle. Most important here, make sure that you don't rotate or arch your back as you lift. You're keeping everything really neutral, both hip bones facing the floor, and you're thinking about squeezing your glute to lift that weight behind you. We're doing it for 30 seconds on this side, and then we're gonna switch the weight to the other side for another 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Sides in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're transitioning onto our back to do some glute bridging using the weights, okay? So move them out of the way, slowly make your way into supine and find a neutral position here. What you can do is bring your dumbbells, and you can either use 1 if you'd like and place it right in your hip crease, or if you'd like to use 2 for an added challenge, that's okay too. You might just have to hold them there. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and crawl your shoulders away from your pelvis too for a nice and long spine. With your heels pressing into the floor, think about squeezing your glutes to lift your pelvis up and hold your weights there at your hips, and then slowly lower down just to tap, okay? So we're repeating this bridging movement for 30 seconds. Try and keep your hips hovered the whole time. Ready, set, go. Okay, we finished the hard part of our workout, so we're going to transition to a cool down. place the dumbbells gently beside you, and we're going into a figure 4 stretch. So take one leg and bring one ankle to cross over the other knee. Take your hands, loop them through to hook onto that bottom thigh, and gently bring that thigh towards your chest. You should feel a stretch deep into this hip. If you want a little bit more of an intense stretch, you can try and push this knee away from you as well. But we're gonna hold it for 30 seconds, breathing nice and deep, trying to relax your hips on each side. Ready, set, go. Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do some stretching of our hamstrings. You can stay in this lying down position. Straighten one leg out and then grasp your hands behind the other thigh and pull your knee towards your chest. From here, see if you can straighten your leg a little bit until you feel a bit of a stretch in the back of your thigh. You have options here just to hold this. This is more of an active stretch because your quads have to work. Or if you're able to hold onto your calf, you can also bring your leg closer to your body and then your leg can rest a little bit. So your choice is to hold closer to your thigh or to your calf. Just see if you can get to a point where you feel a stretch behind your thigh. Hold this for 30 seconds on each side. Ready, set, go. Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to flip over onto our tummies to do a quad stretch, okay? So roll over so that you're lying flat on your tummy. You can place one hand on the floor to support your forehead. From here, think about lifting your belly button off of the floor to engage your core, and then see if you can reach your ankle on one side, and then think about bringing your heel towards your bum. So really important not to just let your core totally relax, because then what might happen is you might go into an arched position here. But if you are able to lift your tummy just to lighten off of the floor a little bit, then you'll protect your lower back as you do the quad stretch, okay? So you can relax your head, holding here for 30 seconds and then switching to the other side. Ready, set, go. Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to transition into a half kneeling position so that we can stretch our hip flexors as our last one. So come up into kneeling and place one foot in front, and then think about lengthening your spine and then tuck your pelvis backward, okay? So that helps to anchor your pelvis down. Then think about gliding your whole body forward to bring your hip forward while maintaining that posterior tilt of the pelvis. You should feel a stretch from in the front of your hip and perhaps down the front of your thigh. If this is bothersome for your knee, you can place a folded towel under your knee. And otherwise, place your forearms on your front knee so that you have lots of space in your back, because sometimes the tendency is to arch into this position, which can cause compression in your lower back. So keep lots of space. By leaning, you can rest your forearm onto your knee, but stay really tall through your spine. We're going 30 seconds on this side and then switching for another 30. Ready, set, go. Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. We hope you find this information helpful. For more how-to videos and scoliosis-friendly workouts, check us out on TSC Connect. See you next time.